Yeah, we were gutted, to be honest, mate. Obviously really looking forward to playing on Saturday and getting back at home, but it just wasn't meant to be in the end. I think, Sean, Chris, myself, Gareth, we put a right shift in to try and get the pitch right, but just got beat by the weather, and it is what it is. I think, you can't complain too much. There's been some other teams the last few months that have been well worse done to than ourselves in terms of having games called off and stuff like that. So for us, it was just turn our attentions to Tuesday night. We got in and we trained on Saturday. I think it's always difficult for the players because they've mentally and physically prepared for the game, and then that gets took away from them, and then you've got to come in, you've got to train. But they applied themselves so well as they have done all season, and it was a really good, productive morning for us, morning's training for us. So, we're looking forward to Tuesday night. It's the type of game, isn't it, that everyone wants to be involved in at this end of the season. So for the football club, for Atherton LR Football Club to be involved in that, it's brilliant because, we were well aware when we came in the summer, the noise around how long it had been since the club had been in that top half, in playoffs and stuff like that. I think it's been 11, 12 years since they've been in the top half. So for us to come in and be able to change that as a group of staff and players, and also the committee off the pitch, to be involved in these games at the end of the year, it's brilliant, and we're really looking forward to it. But we're not just happy to be involved in them. We want to go into them and try and get something from the game and try and keep our push going. It's not just happy to be there moment. We really got to go there and take the game to them. But we're well aware of how difficult a test it's going to be, and it is a huge test, of course it is, because you look at the players they've got, like I say all the time, the players that have played higher and they've dropped down, and the resources they've got to bring players in, the experience they've got throughout that side, that have, they've won leagues, they've won promotions, they know how to do it. So for us to have a chance of getting anything out the game tomorrow, we've got to make sure that we're right, we're 100% right on and off the ball, good in both boxes, take our chances when we get them, deliver the game plan really well. So they're the things we've got to look after ourselves and make sure that we're right at, but also fully aware of what they can bring to the table. And like I say, we've just got to make sure that we're right at it and ready from the start and ready for the challenge and ready for the test. I think it's that time of the year, isn't it? I call it delivery time, where we've got to be right, we've got to be ready to deliver. We've got 8 games to go, and we've just got to keep pushing ourselves in terms of that. Yeah, I saw, obviously you sent me them before, I saw Kev's comments in terms of myself and the lads at Atherton. I think, that's a really nice touch from him. And obviously the same's going back to him as well. They're doing really well themselves, aren't they? They've sort of got a different sort of group than us. We're at the young end of the group. They've got a more experienced group. But, they're doing really well themselves, and Kev's done a really good job there and turned it around from they've had a really tough few years as well, on and off the pitch. So they're doing really well themselves. It's a game that, we're all looking forward to. Both sides are looking forward to, both clubs are looking forward to it. And, there was a good crowd there when we played in the abandoned tie the other week. So hopefully, if people need to get a game, then get down and, show both teams your support at the running end of the season.